Gen X doesn't trust the system because the system already failed them once. And honestly, they might be the only generation paying attention. If you've ever wondered why your Gen X coworker hoards cash, refuses to believe in pensions, or side-eyes every financial trend, there's a reason. They watched the rules change mid-game, and they never forgot it. By the end of this video, you'll understand the psychology behind Gen X's money behavior, why it actually makes sense, and what younger generations can learn from the quietest, most financially paranoid group in America. Because right now, with inflation squeezing everyone and economic uncertainty becoming the norm, Gen X's instincts might be the most realistic ones out there. Gen X, born roughly between 1965 and 1980, grew up being told the same script as boomers: go to college, get a corporate job, stay loyal, retire with a pension. The American Dream playbook. Then the rug got pulled. They entered the workforce right as companies started gutting pensions and replacing them with 401ks, which put all the risk on the employee. They watched Enron collapse in 2001 and wipe out people's entire retirement savings overnight. Then came 2008. The Great Recession hit Gen X right in their prime earning years. Many lost homes, jobs, or both. And unlike boomers, who had time to recover, or millennials who were just starting out, Gen X was trapped in the middle. So when you hear a Gen X person say, "I don't trust the stock market," or "I keep 6 months of cash on hand," that's not paranoia, that's pattern recognition. Gen X's psychology isn't just shaped by what happened to them, it's shaped by when. They're the bridge generation, old enough to remember analog life, young enough to adapt to digital. They saw both worlds and learned to trust neither completely. This shows up in their money habits. They're more likely to have multiple income streams, not because hustle culture told them to, but because they watched single-income households crumble. They're skeptical of employer loyalty because they've been laid off during record profit years. They save aggressively, but they also know saving alone won't cut it, so they diversify, sometimes in ways that look chaotic to outsiders. It's not a strategy they read in a book, it's survival instinct shaped by experience. Here's the thing about Gen X. They don't talk about it. They're sandwiched between loud boomers and loud millennials, so their financial anxiety stays quiet. They don't post about their stress on TikTok. They just adjust. And that silence has consequences. Gen X is currently dealing with a double financial squeeze. Many are helping aging boomer parents while also supporting adult Gen Z or millennial kids who can't afford rent. They're called the sandwich generation, and the pressure is real. Medical bills for parents, student loans for kids, mortgages, credit card debt, and the creeping fear that their own retirement is slipping away. But because they don't complain loudly, the system doesn't respond. Policy conversations focus on boomers' Social Security or millennials' student debt. Gen X just keeps grinding. This isn't about feeling sorry for Gen X. It's about understanding why their psychology, skepticism, self-reliance, and financial defensiveness is actually rational. They're not pessimists, they're realists who've been burned. And younger generations? There's something to learn here. Gen X doesn't wait for the government to fix things. They don't assume employers will take care of them. They build fallback plans, keep emergency cash, and diversify income because they've seen what happens when you don't. That's not outdated thinking. It's exactly the mindset you need when economic stability is a myth. Gen X might be quiet, but their financial psychology tells the loudest truth. The system doesn't protect you. It never did. And waiting for it to change is a gamble most of them won't take twice. You don't have to be paranoid, but you do need to be prepared. Because the one thing Gen X got right, financial security isn't about optimism, it's about options. Real security comes from understanding the rules, even when they're stacked against you. If this shifted how you see financial psychology, hit that like button, subscribe if you want more honest breakdowns of money topics that actually matter, and drop a comment. Are you Gen X, or do you see these patterns in people around you? Let's talk about it.